The biggest thing that we found out with our camp this year is that we have a very tight-knit group. We've bonded well offensively and defensively, and it has started to filter throughout the whole program. So we've really done a good job of developing our team chemistry, which is surprising with that many new players coming into it. But we have a couple players that are a little bit of conduits. They kind of get everybody connected, and they've done a really nice job with that. We are who we are. We're going to do what we do successfully. We're not going to change a whole lot. We're going to try to be more balanced than we've been in the past offensively. Defensively, we have to do a better job of tackling. So that was our downfall last year in the front seven. And, addressing the things on the offensive line and addressing the defensive line, getting us more depth at those position groups should translate to a better product on the field and being able to be more competitive and turn those close games into victories. The quarterback position coming into camp was wide open. We had a returner coming in from last year, Austin Bennett, and when we came in, everything was pretty even. And then you could see the maturation, the command of the huddle, the presence and the handle of the terminology and vernacular that we have offensively. That started to resonate, and Austin started to pull away a little bit. Now he's not out of the clear yet. There's still a little bit of a battle going on, but definitely right now he looks like the guy that we're going to be going with. And having last year in the system and watching Mike and how he prepared, how he took diligent notes in meetings and the film that he studied, and questions he would ask me late at night helped him get ready. And Austin's kind of following in that same suit. He's being a student of the game, and having a handle of our system is good. But all the quarterbacks have done a great job in their position meetings. I'll call out formations, and they know all the formations. They know where everybody goes, and that can be a difficult challenge in itself. And then they know the routes and the depths and where they're supposed to be going and who their players in conflict are and who they're throwing off of. And so they've done a pretty good job with that overall. They're all different, but they're all good. Yeah, our group of receivers are a good, talented group of receivers. They're hardworking. We ask them to do a lot of different things, and they have to be on point and sharp. And they've done well, but our expectations are always high for that group. And it's never perfect. And we try to drill it in them as much as we can to do what they're supposed to do, be where they're supposed to be when the quarterback's ready to deliver the ball, not just when it's open for them, but they got to be in the right place at the right time, so that marries up with our steps and our progressions and our reads. So it's a good group of kids. We still have some learning going on there, but overall we're pleased with them. It's always difficult to assess where you're at offensively and defensively because of the numbers that you have in our league. You try to manage the amount of contact that you have, and manage the style of contact that you have. So until you actually line up in a real game and get out there for the first couple of series, it's always a little bit of a, I think we're here, I think we're there, but there's a little bit of uncertainty. So overall, we're pleased. I won't say that. And we feel like we've progressed further than we've been in the past. But until you actually line up and put the product out on the field, it's always hard to measure that. Defensive line, very similar to just what I said about the running back group. The defensive line is a good group of kids, talented, athletic, high motor, exactly what you want out of a group of defensive linemen. They've been attentive, and I can say that across the board with the whole entire program at this point. For the most part, everybody's been very attentive, on point, disciplined, where they're supposed to be, when they're supposed to be there, and ready to work. And there's a true hunger for knowledge out of this group of kids, and they really want to know what their expectations are, what their assignments are. They're kind of football junkies. We always talk about basketball kids being gym rats. I guess these guys would be field rats, if you want to use that term. But the defensive line could end up being the heartbeat, the pulse of our defensive unit this year.